Deeply dippy patches.
Now 21. Packed with 36 of the biggest hits around from Simply Red, Crowded House and Genesis. The number ones from Wet 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 and Queen. Shanice, Madness and Right Said Fred. Mr. Big, Curtis Stigers and the number one smash from Shakespeare's Sister. 36 incredible top chart hits. Now 21. That's what I call music. Now 22, 34 of the biggest hits around. Now 22, that's what I call music. Now 23, the number one album with John Cicada. The number one hit from Charles and Eddie, Simply Red, Undercover and Billy Ray Cyrus. Now 23 was the number one from Tasmin Archer. The number one from The Shaman, plus Rage and Irma Franklin. 39 top chart hits on the number one album. Now 23, that's what I call music. This is Now 24 with E17, Take That and Subso. Duran Duran, Annie Lennox, Simply Red and Shabba Ranks. Now 24 with Arrested Development, Lenny Kravitz and Snow. Ugly Kid Joe and the number one hits from 2 Unlimited, The Bluebells and Shaggy. 37 top chart hits on Now 24. That's what I call music. It's Now 25 with R.E.M. 4 Non-Blondes, Kim Wilde, New Order and the number one from Gabrielle. 35 chart-topping hits with Danny Minogue, Robin S., Chaka Demus and Pliers. Now 25 with Tina Turner. The number one from George Michael and Queen, Gloria Gaynor, Freddie Mercury. And the number one from Ace of Base. It's Now 25. Now that's what I call music. Now 26, 40 of the biggest hits around with the massive number one from Meatloaf. Dina Carroll and the number one from UB40. M-People, The Shaman, Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Culture Beat and the Pet Shop Boys. Belinda Carlisle, Janet Jackson, Frankie Goes to Hollywood and the Spin Doctors. 40 top chart hits. Now 26, that's what I call music. 27 with E17 and D-Ream. 38 of the biggest hits around with Reel to Reel and Ace of Base. Now 27 with Meatloaf and the massive number one from Chaka Demus and Pliers. Top chart hits from Dina Carroll and Duke. Wendy Moten, Enigma and Culture Beat. The Cranberries and Capella. Now 27, that's what I call music. Now 28 with the massive number one from Wet Wet Wet. 40 top chart hits from Stiltskin, Ace of Base and All for One. Now 28 with Erasure, Aswad and Let Loose. The smash hits from CJ Lewis and China Black. Dawn Penn, The Grid and the BC 52s. 40 huge chart hits. Now 28, that's what I call music. It's now 29, 38 of the biggest hits around with R. Kelly and Cyndi Lauper. Youssou N'Dour and Nena Cherry. Now 29 with Michelle Gale. 38 top chart hits with the massive number ones from Wigfield. Take That and Pato Banton. The Real McCoy, Lisa Loeb, E17 and Corona. Now 29, that's what I call music. It's now 30 with the massive number one from Cher, Chrissy Hynde and Nena Cherry. Mike and the Mechanics, Freak Power, E17 and Boyzone. 40 of the biggest hits around with Janet Jackson. Now 30 with Scarlett, Ginny Nail and Bobby Brown.
You can play that game.
Eternal and Corona. Bucketheads, Alex Party and the massive number one from the Out Here Brothers. 40 top chart hits. Now 30, that's what I call music.